And we're back. So, last we left off, I don't know if we can call ourselves Emberfellas anymore, boys. I'm just going to throw it out there. The Emberfell people? I don't know. It sounds bad.
Ember folks.
Let's just go with Ghost Beaters. I'm good with that. I mean, whatever we want to use.
You can call us Demon Slayers, too.
Demon Slayers. I don't know. Regardless of what you say. Had survived the attack of the Red Lotus as all of you, including your new possible friend, Velry, had struck down the last of the branded with what remained fleeing into the wind. However, as we recover from our wounds of our heavy breathing, I'm going to briefly flip up to the third floor. Well, Dayu is currently in the process of dying. Before you make any rolls, Dayu, you feel a surge as you recover 8 points of life. As you inhale a familiar healing poultice, there is a very scantily clad woman kind of holding you, your head resting in her lap. The emeralds across her forehead denoting her as the courtesan Jade, who has brought you back from the brink. You do have 1 point of exhaustion for going down. Enjoy that. It's my gift to you. In addition, as you kind of wake up and you look around, you see the body of both Crystal and the other branded laying there. You're also kind of on the ground, so you kind of have a weird view. You do not see Kaduk Blackshroud or Madame Vesla. What would you like to do, Dayu?
Where'd they go? As I start to stand up.
I don't know. You were the only one up here. As you stand up, you look over towards the guards. And you notice that where their head should be, there's an empty void. And there is viscera pulled around their throats, jagged, as if something grabbed a hold of their head and then pulled it free along with most of their spine.
Cool. Well, that's done.
You also notice that the pile of shit that was Kaduk's equipment that was scattered during the initial explosion, if you went searching for it, you wouldn't find it because it's not here.
Guess I'll get my drift glow back.
Okay, yes. It's still floating there.
And,
can you turn it off, or is it just... I think you can turn it off.
I have no idea.
You'd have to read
We'll
it.
say we can turn it off.
I think you can. I think you can speak to it and then turn it off. So you dim it and then kind of replace it. Jade's kind of behind you. She has essentially what she's done is she's torn some of the what do you call those? Some of the, I don't know, the cloth material from one of the booths downstairs, the private booths, and has kind of wrapped that around herself like a makeshift dress, kind of like the Little Mermaid. It's like tied around her.
I assume she's okay, obviously.
She's standing. She doesn't look good. She doesn't look healthy by any means, but alive. As much as you are.
Yeah. Place is a mess. Do I hear any city guard coming now? Like there's a big ass hole in the roof that I'm in.
Yes.
Commotion.
Yes, you
outside.
do. You hear people screaming, and at this point you notice that part of the roof is burning. And then as you glance around, several of the buildings next to you are also burning.
Well, I guess I will walk downstairs where I last knew people were.
You begin to walk downstairs. We see Rogar, Brevrak, and Velry all at the bottom. Velry, what are you doing in this situation?
Having, looking around, seeing that there's no one else left to attack that's in my way.
Mhm.
I want to, find where Helene is still. I don't
Okay.
really bother to say anything to anyone else other than just kind of look at them and nod my head, but my main goal is looking for Helene right now.
All right. Why don't you give me perception test at advantage?
Okay. No.
That was bad. You get to roll advantage, though. Thank God. 21, much better.
Yay.
So, all right. So, if you are looking at the map on the first floor, you will notice that as you go further north, there is actually a door that I didn't put on the damn map because it's actually underneath the floor. You're looking at actually part of the first and second floor on the map. So underneath the rooms, the booth rooms there's actually a pretty good sized double door that leads to what is a kitchen. But that doesn't interest you so much. As you look over towards your left, behind the desk that Madame Vesla usually sits at, you can almost smell the scent wafting out from beneath the curtains.
Okay. All right. So I guess I'm just gonna go in through the. Okay. So I'm gonna say, "Excuse me, guys. I got somewhere to be," and go in through the curtains.
Yeah. Rogar, Brevrak?
Yeah.
Who is that woman? Warrior.
Did you see how she fought?
I was too focused on trying to hit that wire lady.
I've never seen such a beast move so fast.
I agree.
Thought you would have taken its head off a dozen times.
I am glad that the shaman and the elder didn't see our display of martial prowess.
Mm-hmm.
It was not
Kevin
good.
has no comment on that.
No. And then
Kind of shakes his head.
at this point, you kind of look over. Dayu's hitting the first floor, so he's kind of looking down at you guys.
Elder.
Jade also with him.
Oh,
So
you
none
would've-
of us have spoken to Velry yet, right?
No, she said she was peacing out. So
She said she has somewhere to be.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
Warrior, you have assisted us. May we do the same back.
Turn around. Well, so I went through the curtains. Did I see?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. If you already passed into the curtains,
Yeah.
it's completely dark in here. Thank God you have dark vision. There's no source of light. I just clicked off my stuff. Why did I do that? There it is. Okay. So, and I'm looking at the wrong one now. Damn it.
I'm in the room with the little chest and stuff. Is that right?
Yeah. Hold on. I got to pull it back up. Why did I do that? Why? Okay. So, as you come in, as you peel through the curtain to your left, you see a very large chair. Obviously used to seat the hag. As you see, there are strange ornaments kind of dangled around it. It is very decorated in finery, and oddly, it smells like brimstone in this area, which the hag did also smell like. There's a desk with papers scattered on it. There is also what appears to be a unused what do you call that? Candelabra, with candles in it. It's just not lit.
Mm-hmm.
Behind you, and then if you look to the right, you would see that there is, in fact, a large, like a footlocker. That's not technically a treasure chest. It's like a large footlocker that would be at the base of, like the base of a bed, a large chest, as it was. And there is a series of words scrawled on it in a foreign language.
Abyssal?
No, it is not abyssal. It is akin to abyssal, but it is not abyssal.
Okay.
It might be infernal. So I doubt anybody knows that.
All right. So, but I sensed she was like, I smelled her.
So, and as you're kind of smelling around, you can smell the scent is over by the chest.
That's okay. That's okay. I guess, and I'm just gonna go and I guess try and open it.
Okay, you move over towards it. You grab a hold of it. The chest is heavy.
Okay.
You're also very strong. You're able to move it. You're able to kind of, and as you move it, you see that it is actually sitting on top of a hatch, a closed, a hidden doorway, as it was in the ground that leads downwards.
Okay.
Like a cellar door. The chest itself appears to be locked.
Okay. So, and I guess I heard.
Yeah, you would hear Brevrak.
Yeah. Okay.
Calling to you.
All right. Seeing, assessing the situation and, using my smarts and wits about me, I'm gonna go back, peek my head back out, and say to the men, to the boys, seemed like y'all kicked some pretty good butt back there. Not as good as me, I would say, but wondering, if you do want to assist me, I seem to have lost a friend in here, and if you want to go on another little adventure with me real quick to help retrieve her for me, I would be appreciative of that.
My taste for battle has not left me. It would be an honor to assist.
Rogar will. You are an intriguing woman. Elder, how fares the shaman?
Dead.
Rogar drops his sword, clanks on the ground.
It's so cold.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he just drops his sword, and how was it this Karuk?
No, it was that demon inside of him.
Shaman, he was a wise man. Do you have his body?
No.
Is it up there?
It's gone. So is the person we came here for.
And I can see the buildings on fire and hear that people are coming.
Upstairs, yeah, you can smell it for sure. You can
something.
hear that. You're not sure the distance, but there's definitely something happening.
Okay. Well, I guess we have no time to mourn. Perhaps we will find his remains later. The strange, pale woman down here. I found a passage. Perhaps it is a way out. So Rogar is gonna kneel down, pick up a sword. He's gonna reach down. He's gonna reach into his little pack. He's gonna grab his what's it called? Sorry, one sec. His sending stone that Zalfgar still
they gave you. Mm-hmm.
And he picks it up and puts it in his hand. I will find you, shaman. And he's gonna put it back in his pocket and
You
or
put
his
it
little pouch.
Yeah, you put it back in your pocket, Rogar, and then you hear a voice.
What's it say?
In a strange language that you can't understand. It sounds like whispering wails.
All right. And exactly, and I'll follow Brevrak probably, and the pale woman.
The pale woman. What about Dayu? What are you doing?
I'm taking DM. This is our way out of here. Otherwise, I'm going out the front door.
I mean, it's up to you. What do you want to do?
I mean, yeah, I know what she is, but whatever.
You're gonna go. So you going down there?
Conflict and all. Yeah, we'll go down there.
Yeah. Jade, as you approach, she goes, "Where are you going? You can't go down there. That's where she kept. It's where she keeps them.
Do I hear this?
Her flesh pens. Probably.
Oh, is he downstairs? I didn't know if he was. I thought I was yelling up at like the second story or something, so I didn't know.
Well, I'm assuming you guys are walking and talking,
Okay.
so I'm gonna assume they're down there for the sake of everyone's sanity.
Okay.
Because they're all together.
What's a flesh pen?
You asked that?
Mm-hmm.
That's where she kept the. What she referred to them as new recruits. I was down there for some time.
What? So I turn around because I hear this, right? And What do you mean? What did she do to you?
She gave me this, and she kind of tilts her throat a little bit, and now you can see there's scars, and there is a almost like a pentagram pattern scarred into her flesh. And I will say, Velry, you would notice that this woman, maybe unlike any woman you've ever seen before, she's very beautiful, but her skin is almost like rock, like smooth clay. And she has gems encrusted into her flesh. It resembles jewelry until you look closely, and it's not jewelry. It's actually a part of her.
Is that what the lady did to her? Like, or
No.
that's just like her natural?
That's just what she is. She is an Earth Genasi. So yes.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna keep going down the way,
Okay.
Are you?
She says, "Hold. There's a trick.
Okay.
You have to say this, and she will give you a phrase in Infernal to say before you open the hatch."
Should I prepare to fight anything down there, or is it just?
I do not. I haven't been down in quite some time. We're allowed to stay in our own quarters once we have been deemed eligible to entertain.
So there might be multiple people down there we need to save, is what you're saying.
I do not know. She keeps many.
All right. So I speak the phrase.
Okay. You speak the phrase. There is a light. As a rune glows on the outside of the hatch that if you would have touched probably would have exploded. as it flashes and then dims. The chest itself, the locked chest, does anybody want to attempt anything with that? The one that
It
she
isn't
moved?
open when she says the phrase.
No, it does not.
Ugh. Do you know how to get in this big box?
Have you checked the desk? She points towards the desk in the room.
Burger quickly walks over there, kind of opens it up.
Detective Rogar
Detective
opens up. There's like a small drawer, and he kind of opens it up. There's a big ass key just right there.
False bottom.
Yes. Yeah, false bottom, of course.
The mystery solved. And I'll take the key.
Take the key.
Put it in there.
Put it
Turn
in there. And the chest opens. Within the chest is another chest. It's the small one that you brought, Rogar.
Oh, okay. Small one I brought.
Mm-hmm. However, it's open. The one you brought is open, as if like somebody looked at it and left it open. Inside of it, there are about 30 coins. They are white and glowing, and they are a transmutation of colors.
The coins?
Yeah, they're putting off light, even. They're circular coins. Let's see if I can get anything else from you for this. If anybody sees this, you guys can either make me a religion or arcana check if you want to determine what this is.
Are they bright enough to like light up the box and stuff? And
yes, they are bright enough to light up the box. So, I did not see my rolls here.
I'll do a history check, but these are definitely not, or a religion check.
Yes.
But this is definitely not my forte.
So, let's see here.
11.
All right. Does anybody else want to attempt?
What are we doing? Is it
Either religion or arcana?
I don't know if Rogar would know.
That's up to you.
Either. Yeah. I mean, if Rogar would have seen something like this in the past, then he'll roll for something. I guess,
no, there's no way he'd seen it before.
Then he wouldn't have an education to.
I mean, Dayu, do you want to give it a shot, or maybe Velry?
With the old disadvantage. Nope.
Okay. In addition to this, you will notice that the edges and some of the inside are actually like an iron substance, and they appear to be about an inch thick and about 5 inches in diameter across. Yeah, that's about what you get from it. You notice, I will say, Breverac, with your roll, you will notice that the light that's emanating from it is reminiscent of, let's just refer to it as divine magic. But not quite. There's something about it, something about the divine.
A strange light. Reminds me of the temple.
Well, I do not believe the madam will still be needing it.
Do you show her? Do you take one out or anything?
Yeah, I'll grab one.
You're gonna grab one?
You're gonna grab one.
Shit.
My hands, you know.
Let me see here. I think there might be something to this. Let me see about carrying these. Okay, how many are you going to pick up, Rogar?
I was just gonna pick up one. He said they were like 5 inches, right?
Yeah.
Let's pick up one.
Pretty good size.
I gotta look at it closely, I guess.
You look at it, it feels strange. As you look into it, Rogar, you see almost a flash of like a face beneath the surface and the swirling mass. Humanoid face, and it kind of presses up against the coin itself and then kind of floats back away.
I saw a face. A face. There's a man in here. And is gonna try to like crack it open if he can.
Oh shit! Hold on. I think there is something for this.
Okay.
Let me see here. Okay. I need you to make me an attack roll.
Attack roll? Okay.
While this is happening,
So,
the door.
9.
Nope. It doesn't matter anyway. As you move to break it, nothing happens.
Okay.
There is ultimate resistance here.
Well, Roger is going to throw the coin back into the
Throw it back into there.
small chest, and he's going to close the
Close
small
it.
chest, and he's
Close
going
it.
to put it in his bag.
You put it in your bag. Okay.
Yep. We must investigate this later. Hurry! As I'll like fling open the door for the hatch,
Okay.
and go downstairs, I guess.
Right, the four of you, and it is a pretty steep set of stairs that lead down. As the four of you begin to move down, we need to flip over to a new challenger has entered the ring. If you would briefly describe your new character, Double D, Big Dan.
Yeah, you got it. You're looking here. It's Mough Broadjaw
Smoke.
of Clan Broadjaw, Air of Wild, and Bugbear, about 7'10". Looks a lot bigger though. You think he's the biggest bugbear you've ever seen, and he's a fighter. He's a good fighter.
Smoke.
Sorry. Yeah.
So, Smoke.
No.
You are currently staying in the Samurai District. You're staying in one of the rooms. You have been here for a few weeks, maybe a month, a couple months, perhaps. You have been seeking information, a very specific set of information involving answers. As well over a year ago, there was a disappearance of a notable figure of Clan Broaddraw, a Zidran Broaddraw was tasked as a bodyguard and scout for someone within the Iron Battery. Not uncommon for your clan, you being very reputable scouts, and of course being as tough as most of you are, as very competent bodyguards on dangerous missions. However, this particular clan member was the grandson of Warlord Baldir Broaddraw. And he has been upset as he was told his grandson had perished, but no details were spared. And when questioned and queried, everything was pushed to the side and he was never given a straightforward answer. And thus, he has passed down to you the task of finding out what happened to Zidran and possibly recovering a relic, an item which anybody worth their salt within the clan is bestowed upon. All of you are equipped with a very unique, heavy crossbow made by the bowmaster Gil Shadow Ripper. And I'll leave it up to you if you want to be how close the relation with Zidran was, Smog. Is it Smog or Smog?
Mough.
Moog.
No, yeah, Mough. Yeah, just Mough.
Moog. Just Moog.
Yeah, Mough. Mough. Yeah, Zidran He was good. He was a good fighter. Grandpa's pretty disappointed what his fate might be. So he passed me after him.
You call your lord Grandpa? Grandpa was upset.
Grandpa was upset.
Grandpa
was upset. And,
I love it.
He sent me out to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, he loves Idrim Bella. He loves Idrim more, but you know, I'll figure it out.
So I'll say this. You are staying above the Mariner's Rest, a place that many of you are familiar with, essentially the high-end tavern in the Samurai District run by Cole Greybeard. However, you have been asking around about Zidran, and you've been tasked with this for quite some time, and you've been hitting dead ends. You have finally found connections as the information involving this mission has been buried deep. You have discovered that Zidran had taken a ship out of Port Dorona, which led you here. All you know is that he took a ship out of here and he was guarding for someone higher up in the battery. I will say that your clan is not a part of the Iron Battery. It was just, they were just tasked with, he was paid to be this guy's bodyguard, apparently. You have not discovered the man's name yet, and you have yet to actually get an audience with anybody from Clan White Shroud. Almost like they have no respect for your clan. Don't know what that's about. However, to garner mutual interest with Clan White Shroud, you have, in fact, been approached by Glazig Blackshroud, a captain from the castle, whom has offered to introduce you to one of the members of Clan White Shroud in repayment of services of such. Essentially, he has given you another quest, as he is looking for what would you call him? A distressed or possibly guilty, wanted former samurai White Shroud guard. One Brevrak Black Shroud, in fact. You've been given a very good description of this man, and you are looking for him. You've been told to bring him to Glazig by any means necessary. He wants him alive, but you've been told to bring him there. Now, Mough.
And I know what Brevrak looks like.
Oh yes. You have a picture of him. You have like a mock-up of this man.
Detailed wanted poster, perhaps.
It's the wanted poster. Yes.
Yeah. All right, and cool. So, yeah, I need to bring him into Classic. Sounds like.
Mm-hmm. As you kind of look at it, you hear an explosion, Mough. You kind of rush outside, and you see the top of the Red Lotus has exploded off. There's some kind of swirling mass flying away, a bright light like the sun. There's fire in the nearby buildings. As you look around, you see Glazig, in fact, running in this direction, accompanied by a full courtier of White Shroud guard. Mough, is that you? And Glazig himself, since I don't believe I've ever actually described Glazig. Glazig is a bugbear himself, which is one of the reasons why he's given you the time of day. He is very large, probably a little bit taller than you. He carries a nodachi, a giant katana. It's huge. And he wears very heavy plate armor, where most of it is made out of some kind of buoyant wood, and it has rivets set into it. And he is surprisingly quick despite how heavy all of this gear looks on his person. What do you do, Mough?
Oh, right. No. All right, Classic, it's me. Right. Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
What's going on at the Red Lotus?
I don't know. There's been some kind of a disturbance. I've gotten word that there's
quite a bigger disturbance.
Yes, I've gotten word that there's a fight or something crazy happening.
If you say.
I think our quarry may be there. Take him in.
Well, also that. So let's head that way then.
As you begin to head that way, Mough, you hear shrieking noises throughout the district. Strange cries. As you look to your right, a form shuffles out of a nearby alley. It looks like a young boy, probably about 8-9 years old, wearing what used to be very fine sleeping garments for an individual nearby. Mm-hmm. Except his throat has been torn open, blood dripping down the front of the kimono. And as he looks up, his eyes are completely white and empty, and his jaw begins to elongate, and there are fangs throughout his mouth. As he looks towards you, Glazig looks at him. Foul beasts! Mo, go ahead! He's sending you to scout ahead, while him and the guard are distracted. And as you take off from here, you see there are guard throughout the city. There are calls for help, for aid, as these creatures are appearing everywhere.
No.
As Mough is making his way towards the Red Lotus, we will flash back to the rest of you as you have penetrated into the depths of the cellar. What you find down below is, in fact, a very large room. You enter into, not the center, but against the southernmost wall. And within this room, oh, actually, no, you entered from a different way. You do not see the large room yet. You, in fact, see a smaller room. This room is like a 10 by 10 square. There is a rather large table that is blood-stained and has manacles upon it. There's also implements of torture decorated around it and on the wall, as if you can only imagine what it might have been used for. There's also the smell of rust, of old blood, as well as brimstone, sulfur. There is a very large mirror hanging on the wall opposite the table. It is about 8 feet tall, and it's oblong, and it is outlined in pure gold that looks like shimmering flame, as it is in fact almost like liquid gold moving around this mirror. You do see a door. There's no light down here, so unless you brought light with you, Rogar is blind. Does anybody want to do anything?
Is there any torches around, or
I'm gonna take a torch out, actually.
Okay. Brevrak produces a torch and then stops for a moment and smells.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Like,
no sewer gas, and then lights it.
We'll not make that mistake again.
The room is illuminated. You see all of these things.
And so there's a door next to the mirror?
There is a door next to the mirror, yes.
Do I sense, like, the smell of Helene getting stronger, like towards the door, I guess?
Yes. Yes, it does. It gets stronger in that direction.
So I naturally just head towards that door then.
Okay. Does anybody want to look or touch at anything in here?
I'll take a peek around, see if there's anything of interest.
Sure. Why not?
I'm already sick to my stomach of just the implements I can imagine in my head. So
okay. You want to give me an investigation check?
Sure.
Sure, why not?
It's 12.
12. Okay. The mirror is very fascinating, Breverac. As you kind of take a moment, and Dayu, Rogar, Velry, you begin to push on ahead. You look at the mirror, and you see it shimmers for a moment. You see your reflection in it. I need you to give me a charisma saving throw, Breverac.
I knew it. 11.
That's a fail, Breverac.
Oh, man.
As you begin to walk closer, and you feel the need to touch it. You reach out. Your hand touches the cold glass, except for it's not. It's liquid.
Oh, no.
It's almost like
Bear and Event Horizon.
It's almost like mercury. Your hand kind of touches it, and as it does, you pull back, and it shimmers like a ripple. The rest of you are leaving the room at this moment. As Breverac is left alone for just a second. And you see your reflection, and then you don't see your reflection. You see a hunched form, deep dark robes around its shoulders, strange ornamentation hanging from two horns on its head, a long nose, long chin, purple skin, flesh, one dead eye with 3 scars across it. You are not Vesla? Who are you?
I am Breverac.
You are.
Who are you?
What have you
done?
done?
How did you get into this mirror?
You are dead! Dead! I curse you! What are you doing, Breverac?
She's just shouting at me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I assume it's a she, but just shouting at me. Enough with your words. Show me the way out, and I will give you your life.
And she snatches something up. You see her hold something up. And then she shoots a hand through the portal. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, Breverac.
Will the rest of us hear this voice, or is it just Breverac?
11, 12.
Only Breverac.
Okay.
That is a fail, Breverac. As the hand reaches out, grabs a hold of your chest, and then tears free a piece of cloth, perhaps. She pulls it back through. You will regret this. Regret it. She pins it to something, and then she takes a knife and stabs into it. And you're going to take 12 points of piercing damage, Breverac.
I'm unconscious.
Excuse me, 12 points of psychic damage, Breverac.
I'm unconscious, and my
Yes,
friends don't know where I am.
As you fall down unconscious behind everyone else. Dayu, Rogar, and Velry enter into the next room. Now, this room is very large, the one that you enter into. In the center of the room, there is a large circle in chalk with strange infernal designs etched into it. There are lining along some of the walls shelves full of what one could only assume to be witching material, spell casting components, strange bits and baubles. There are things dangling from the ceiling on thread, churning strange symbols. Across from you, directly across from you, there is another room. In fact, it is a door with a barred window. And there actually is a light coming from the other room. On the other side, you see through the bars. It is about a 60-foot across. But you can see through the bars that the glint of gold. Perhaps a treasury of some kind. Who knows? But Velry's attention is brought to the far side of the room, where you see there are 3 sets of holding cells, barred. In each cell, there are somewhere between 3 to 5 humanoid people. Mix of hobgoblins, bugbears, goblins, elves, stranger things that perhaps you guys have never seen before. All kind of just lounging around. They all look relatively clean. They look well fed from here. And as you glance through Velry, you lock eyes with a special someone, as the object of your desire has in fact appeared. As Helene is sitting there and she sees you, a hobgoblin herself, her kind of kimono that she was wearing the same day still looks like it's in decent shape, has seen a little bit of wear, but is it really you? She kind of calls out across the room.
She's only been missing for one day? Is that what you just...
Yes, a day.
Okay. Helene, and I go towards her.
Stop! Stop! Don't get too close!
What's wrong?
You can't touch the bars.
Well, what's wrong with the bars?
Oh, let's see how much the rest of the people hate you in this room.
What?
Okay. There's a little shitty goblin in the cell next to him. I'll show you. And he smacks the bars. And as he does, in the center of the room, behind you, behind Rogar, and I'm assuming Dayu, if you guys have all moved in here.
Is this a pentagram, like, in the floor?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. Dayu's going to draw it in his notebook.
Okay, you're drawing it. As you're drawing it, Dayu, all of a sudden, a shape begins to shimmer and form inside of the circle. And it's made almost entirely out of shadow, and then it begins to solidify. It looks like a 10-foot tall, toad-like figure with long, stooping arms, a massive mouth, 2 big bulging eyes. Its maw drapes open, the smell of carrion and death seeping from its innards. Its tongue lolls to the side, and it lunges. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Whispers from the Stars.
Man.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that's it for the night, boys. It's good session. I love that. We got a new recruit for now. We'll see if she stays. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Maybe she'll get eaten by this toad thing if she decides not to come back. But
if you do Saturday nights, I can do it.
Okay. We'll see. So yes, that's been Emberfell Whispers from the Stars. We usually do a round of closing comments. Essentially, favorite moments of the night. So let's start with, we'll go counterclockwise, give Velry some time to think on it. We're going to start with the one and only Dayu, the Doobie 209, a man close to my heart and my loins. Favorite moments of the night, sir?
The inevitable hunt that I'm going to be on to kill Zalthkar.
Oh, I thought you were just saying.
I guess it's not Zalthkar anymore. Now it's his demon form.
I thought you were going to say Red October, and I got excited.
Yeah, Phenom. Hunt for Phenom.
Which brings me then to the one and only Double D, the big Dan Decker.
What's up? Hey, Yeah, I wouldn't call it my favorite moment, but a memorable moment from the
Oh.
night is the death of the one paladin of Elysia, the shaman to the son of Amu. Um, uh, Not necessarily the brightest crayon sometimes. Sometimes maybe not fully aware of his skill set. Earnest and true. Just trying to make a better world for and protect the knowledge, protect the secrets. But you know, we'll see how that goes for his body, which is now completely and fully possessed by the demon.
The demon.
But we will be getting to meet. We're gonna get to meet Mough. He's gonna be a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Hopefully he is. He'll be able to track down this Breverac fellow before he dies. I don't know.
Who knows? Find a body when you show up. So, Pierce Galactic, Breverac, favorite moments of the night, sir?
Well, one, I think you have to look pretty hard to find Breverac since I'm inside a mirror dying. That was unexpected. I'm going to tell you that. Good thing I have a great backup too.
God.
I want to talk about a certain Dragonborn's fantastic fighting abilities, but I'm going to save that for him. My favorite part of the night was the fact that Breverac fought 3 separate mini battles.
He did.
To the point, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did pretty good.
I like that.
Which brings us then to our new player, Kayla, Valerie. You have a favorite moment of the night? Anything?
I like dripping, the guy's heart and throat out.
Of course. Yep.
I know.
Yep.
That was the most exciting part for me. And then, of course, right at the end, finding Helene and only to be coming up by another monster. But we'll see what we can do to him,
Yeah, let's see. It'll be fine. You guys aren't beat to hell. It's gonna be great.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Which brings us then to our final contestant of the night, Jumbo Smooth, Rogar, son of Amu. Favorite moments of the night, sir?
Gosh, I had probably 2 favorite moments. I guess the first one would be Zalkar throwing his band of chains.
It worked.
Taking out a boss.
Did. He was incapacitated.
He's close.
That's close.
And then Dayuart run up there with the drift globe and chunking up in the air.
Say I was I was completely blindsided by that. Was not prepared for the drift globe.
I liked it. Yeah,
that was kind of a game saver there.
Yeah. My favorite moment of the night is that none of you have realized that you've lost your bag of holding and everything that's in it.
Oh no, I realized.
I already knew.
It's gone.
I realized immediately. I was like, no.
It's attached to Zalkar. It's floating.
What all was in there?
Oh, there was some shit in there.
There's some stuff in there. The piece of the horn. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
I'd just like to say, back to Kayla for a minute with the whole. I want to, rip out his throat and then drink his blood like it's a straw.
Oh, that was really beautiful.
Basically,
I like that.
Yeah, basically that's kind of the image I got anyway.
Disgusting.
I'm glad.
Indeed.
No, it's not disgusting. That's not how I describe it anyway.
I would think more
Roadhouse.
terrifying than disgusting.
Terrifying.
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze. It's like 5 Patrick Swayzes.
Oh God. Well, unfortunately, that's going to be all the time we got for tonight. So thank you very much for watching. Do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And of course, do leave a comment down in the comment section. We do read them. I assure you we read them. I will respond to the ones that are appropriate for me to respond to. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Emberfell Whisper from the Stars, and we're looking forward to seeing you next time. Have a good day.